Good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Sammy here at Sammy J Stitches, and this is a new vlog week. It is currently Wednesday, August 21st. Look at me knowing the date without having to look. And I'm here to talk about cross stitching. I know, oh man, I feel like I've been such a slacker this week because I'm going to tell you for the third time that I'm doing the exact same homework. Of course, if you didn't watch last week's video, then that's obviously why you're still here. Just kidding. Then you wouldn't know anyway. So we're gonna start with from the top. First, I have not worked on Whip Go in a few days because I kind of forgot what it was for a hot minute. So it is Kenny Kangaroo Advent Animal by Brooks Books. So I will put in 30 minutes of stitching on him tonight. Yes, that means I'm not going to complete my daily 30 this week because I forgot. So last night I stitched a little bit, but not enough to actually come on the vlog. I did a lot of cleaning and reorganizing. It was my day off. So I worked tonight and then I have 2 more days off, and hopefully I've done enough around the house to actually get some stitching done at home. So this is Winter Blister. This is number 11 on my whip list for School of Magical Stitches and Literature, and it is homework. I'm about halfway to finishing homework on it. I did finish my Not Pink on a Lizzie Kate during the Lizzie Kate live, and also I still have to grab something out for my swamp. I had chosen I'm just gonna stick with it, Legendary Creatures Alphabet by Clouds Factory. It'll help me get closer to my goal. So I will pull that out later and show you a starting point of it. Excuse me before I get started on it, but these are the 2 things I'm going to work on now. I'm about to jump on Virtual Stitchers and hang out with the friends on there. We're getting more and more on there all the time. It's awesome and amazing. I also got some stitchy mail today. It probably came in last week, but getting to the mailbox has been a chore and a half. So here is Autumn Dream. It's the latest in the Songbird series by Cottage Garden Samplings. And that's it. I'm going to go stitch and I will check in with y'all later. Hello, lovely people. Sorry about that. Okay, I fibbed a little bit. I got started on Legendary Creatures without updating you, but I am updating you now, so that's where we're going to play it. Cool. Cool. So, I got done with my 300 stitches on Winter Blister, and there I have a fine little snowman now. Look at that. He needs some accents. Got to finish his scarf there, but all the white of the snowman is done. I got a few snowflakes, I'm sure. White is not done, but the snowman part of the white is done. So that was 300 stitches for my 11th whip, for the whip albums. And then this is what I'm working on for the swamp that Fred and George do as a prank on Professor Umbridge and the 5th floor of Hogwarts. I'm working on him. This is the elemental. I literally have to write elemental and put in some green, and then he will be finished, and I'll have to move the Q snap to be able to work on the jackalope. So, or it may be the one next to the jackalope, depending on if I have to count. But anyway, I'll show you that then too. So I'm gonna finish this up, and I will come back in and check on y'all. This did end a little abruptly earlier. That's kind of because my battery was dying. My camera's really bad about showing it has a full battery, and then as soon as I, like 10 seconds into start, drops down. Okay, so I think that's it. I need to check on other events, but let me get my homework done first. Like, it's Wednesday. I need to get that stuff done. So yeah. I guess I'll check in with y'all here in a little bit. Bye. Good morning, everybody. Wanted to do a quick pop in before I start having people show up. Well, it's Thursday. I'll have people. I'm getting so lost at where in the week I am. Okay, so I finished the elemental, and I'm moving on to K, which is, I think, the Kraken. So I'm about to stitch on it here. I will do an overall what it looks like before I put it up so that you can see the elemental completed, but that was 289 stitches, which means I still need 111 stitches left. So I'm going to continue to work on this. Right now I'm going to get packed up and put everything in the car, so I may not see you again, excuse me, this morning, or I may. So I will check in with y'all here in a little bit. Okay, y'all, quick, because it is 5:30 and amazingly nobody is here yet. That like never happens. So I may have like 30 seconds to record something, and I'm gonna flip it all around and show you it laying down because it'll be a lot easier than trying to hold the camera and hold the cross stitch. But here's where I'm at. All right. Sorry if that transition wasn't all that great. Here is where I'm at. So I finished the elemental here earlier. Remember, all I needed was this green that I had to go and get out of the car. And then here is the beginning of the Kraken. And that is it in total. I know I've got threads everywhere because I'm the messiest stitcher ever, but it's okay because it all makes a pretty picture in the end. All right, y'all, that's it for this morning, and I will check in with y'all later this evening. Good evening, everybody. Oh, we're not focusing because it's too dark. Oh, there we go. Welcome back. Okay, it is after midnight, so it's Friday, August 23rd. We're gonna go with that. You know, I was off last night, or I'm off, and the kids are home, and you know, we spend time with them. So I'm just now getting around to stitching. The first thing I'm gonna do is put my daily 30 in Kenny. I have only done that once since I pulled this one out, so I want to do it at least one more time before we switch. And then I'm going to pull out and work on, hold on, I got this one-handed stuff, maybe. House Targaryen, because it's what I'm working on for my ultimate, and try and see how I can get it to fit my daily 30 stuff. Right now we're sitting here, my husband just took a small break, but we're watching Avengers Endgame, and I'm gonna stitch, and then I don't know what. So everybody want to say hi to Rogue? Rogue, come say hi. Say hi, Rogue. Boys. He's like, whatever, leave me alone. All right, I'll check in with y'all later. Good evening, everybody. So I started the vlog week off decent, and then it went, I literally have not vlogged since the last clip you saw. Today is Monday, August 26th, so it's been Saturday, Sunday, but it's only been a few days, but I've done quite a bit of stitching in those few days, and I want to get this video up. So the last part of this vlog is going to be like one of my old videos where I just tell you everything that happened over the last few days, and then try to get back on the vlogging after this. I will say that I have done a few live videos over on the Virtual Stitchers, kind of going over how we figure out homework. Like when we sit on Virtual Stitchers in the middle of the night and homework's released, and how we go about picking which projects fit and how they fit and why, and giving each other ideas. It's really neat. If you're interested, Virtual Stitchers is linked below. Okay, so when I last spoke to you, I was watching Avengers Endgame, which is an extremely long movie, but it is pretty good. I started to watch it with my husband because he wanted to watch it, but I hadn't seen the one before it, so I was a little lost, but he caught me up, and I was able to enjoy it for what it's worth, even if I was chronologically out of order. And I was going to work on Kenny for 30. This is the other thing, I need to spin Whip Go because I haven't had a daily 30 project yet this week. So I was working on Kenny Kangaroo, and that's how much I got in those 30 minutes. While I was also watching a movie, but I thought that was pretty good. Got his whole tail done down there, and I think a little bit, no, all brown. I think I was only working on that one color. So that's where he is at. He is getting put up. And we will spin a new whip go here in a few minutes. Granted, I don't forget again. So there's that. I was also going to be working on House Targaryen. I was working on this for one of the yearly ultimate challenges in School of Magical Stitches. I did complete that challenge, which is 1,000 stitches. And here's where it's at. In the process of doing that, I did finish, is it? Oh, wait, no, the shadows, okay. You're not seeing through the fabric, you're seeing shadow on the fabric. This is the end of a page. So I finished a page. My goal on this is 2 pages. Do I think I'm going to hit my goal? No, but it is what it is. So here's where we're at. So at that point I had 19 of 22? No, 20 of 22. This is 20. So, one step closer on that. Alright, so after I finish that, my next goal is to finish the next yearly I had, which I only needed like 390 more stitches on, but I had been really dreading having to pull back out, and that is the happiness quote from Dumbledore. I got this on Etsy from Katima by Kona. I'll try to remember to link it down below, or hashtag her, because she has a hashtag. So this is where it's at. I did complete those 390 stitches. I worked on it a little bit. I took a break because I had another challenge I needed to get to real quick. And then I came back to it and just pushed through. So obviously there's over 1,000 stitches in this, but I've also done some homeworks with it, or stitching that I just didn't count because I did kind of forget about my yearlies for a few months. But with what I did count, there's over 1,000 stitches in here. So there is that one done. So that put me at 21 of 22 yearlies completed. And that, sorry, I've got drainage. That is on 30 count weeks dye works in grape. So there we go. Information. The one I took a break for was for a challenge in Cheryl's group, where we had to work on the thing we started most recently, which was Alice's Mad Dream, or Alice's Mad Plant. I'm getting it mixed with my other Alice, from Michelle Bendy. This is where I'm at. All these, I just worked on the green stitches. There's 100 green stitches right there, because I just need 100 stitches on my newest project. This is on 40 count Apollo by Under the Sea Fabrics, linen. 40 count linen. So there is that. And I swapped out all the colors. So most of them are Victorian Motto. There's a couple others, but I switched out most of the flosses there. And then I went back to Happiness, finished Happiness, and then started working on my final yearly challenge for the yearly ultimate challenge. I am not finished yet, but I did stop working on it because homework came out, and I'll get to that in a minute. So we'll just show you where I'm at. I'm right about halfway, right around 500 stitches. I finished her leg here. I'm not doing any back stitching because I'm saving that for one of the extra credits. But I finished out the bottom of her skirt and the leg. These 2 apples. It's hard to tell, but they're fully stitched. And the bottom of the rose, starting on this tree, and I've got a little bit of chip over here. So, oh, and I worked on his feet. I still have more in Belle's dress, but I was trying to focus on what I had in the Q-snap, so we're working over here. Like I said, I have just over 500 more stitches to go on that to knock it out. But first, because my plan right now is I have my homework and I have my challenges for my groups, and I focus on those first, and then these fill in between. So, what am I working on for homework? Well, the homework this week was to choose 5 of the 5 whips that you don't mind working on or don't mind starting, whatever. And then the headmistresses, if you posted on time, at midnight when homework started, the mistresses posted a tiny decisions wheel, and it picked a number 1 through 5. And whichever number it picked, you have to put 500 stitches in that one. And then if you choose to do bonus, you could put 200 in each of the other ones you chose. So I have all 5 set up in Q-snaps, ready to go, because I am going to do the bonus stitching. But of course, I'm doing the one that needs 500 first. When I was setting them up, I chose to put the one I wanted the most as number 4 for 2 reasons. 1, 4 is my favorite number, I guess. Lucky number, whatever. 1 second. Sorry about that. Work. You know how it is. So I put the one I wanted to get chosen as number 4. I figured number 1 gets chosen so rarely that I wasn't going to put it there. So I chose 4. My first 3 were probably my second choices, all 3 of them equally. And then my 5th one was one I put in there because I need to work on it. It's been a while. Plus it has bulk stitching in it, so I could stitch 500 on it rather quickly, but I was crossing my fingers that it wouldn't get chosen. So number 4 is what got chosen for Slytherin, so that's pretty cool. I got to work on my top. The reason this one was my top is because it's a year of whips to get it finished. Do I think that's going to happen? Probably not, but you know, every stitch counts. It does have a little bit of bulk stitching. Also, it fits in for several challenges for Cheryl's group. I've already done 3 of them on here, so I'm halfway between 300 and 400 stitches. I use this in Cheryl's group for nuggets being a ball shape, because these ornaments are very similar to a ball shape. I used it for a Christmas ornament or Christmas project. I used it for, you can't hardly see, but there's white stitching in here. And I used that for the marshmallow colored floss. And now I'm working on something else with it for Cheryl's group. So those are all 100 stitches each. I need 500. It's double dipping. It appropriately with 2 different groups, and I find it very exciting that we're closing in. Like, this is the top. It'll go over to about here, and you know, we have this is pretty much full cover. It is full coverage, but you know, it's getting closer. I'm excited. So that's what I'm about to start working on again. After a daily 30, right? Let's spend a daily 30. Let me put this up, because this location is rather dusty. Everything is coated in dust. I was here for 5 minutes and was like, okay, time for a shower. I do not take showers in the porta potty. Don't worry, y'all. That has been the funniest running joke in virtual stitchers. They're like, how did somebody take a shower in your porta potty? You made it work. Okay, so go. I'm majorly failing on the whip go front, but it's still fun to try, right? Also, I officially UFO'd mini treasure hunt bookshelf. Like, I took it off. I'm gonna take it off my tracker of my whip so that it's not taking up one of the spots I can use for a new start. But I'm not getting rid of it. I just put it on a shelf, and I'm gonna spin while I talk. At the end of the year, I want to take another look at it and see if maybe I've changed my mind. But it's officially UFO'd, so. Okay, we got I. So tracker number 2, or wheel number 2, while I pull up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, YJ. Oops. 1. Awesome. Okay, so that's To-Do List by Lizzie Kate. It is already completed, which means I can just go ahead and cross it on out over there, and we will spin again. So now we need 2, 3 wire J. Stop, 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 stop. Okay, we will spin one more time, and if it's really close to one of them, we'll give it to it. Keep trying to grab my face and not focus on this. It's gonna go for 4 again. So that means we'll go for 3. So 3 is Pierre Penguin. So I will pull him out and throw some stitches into him. 30 minutes worth, do my daily 30, and then work on Welcome To. It's called A Warm Welcome by Doreen Jones. It's in a Just Cross Stitch magazine. I keep calling it Welcome To because that's what I've always called it. So there's that. It's on 32 count. No, it's on 28 count Monaco that I bought at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's forever ago. I think that's all you need to know. I mean, I don't know the exact magazine, so I can't help you out there. So, all right. I'm going to let y'all go and end this video. Thank you, everybody, for being in my community. Thank you for liking, sharing, watching, commenting, being here with me each week. It means a lot to me. I've only realized recently how much I have come to depend on this community, and how thankful I am that I get to know you all and talk to you and stitch with you. It's amazing. So thank you all, and I hope to see you next week.